Denmark.
This video is all going to be about REDS, or RED-S, Relative Energy Deficiency in sport. It's a very interesting topic. I think it's a little bit misunderstood, and I think it's very, very useful. So I hope this helps. Right, it's early, that's why I'm whispering. Just left the kids and the wife sleeping, so I'm going to head out for a run and get chatting. Okay, run done, nice and simple, 60 minutes, actually no, it's not 60 minutes, just under, 10k, sandy trails, a bit of road. Okay, so REDS, what is it? In a nutshell, basically it is the energy that's available after training and movement has occurred in your daily life. So it's not so much about the energy that's required for training or the energy that's required for recovery, but it's more about the overall energy that's left over and the importance of that for your daily needs of bone health, mental health, physical health, menstrual, whatever it is, male, female, any age, the importance that there's a sufficient amount of calories for your body to be in harmony, and for your immunity to be strong, for your bones to be strong, for your mental, for your neurotransmitters, for your dopamine, for everything, all the hormonal health. It's all the energy that's left over after movement and exercise. So the actual term REDS has only been around since about 2014, and I believe it's sort of derived from it was mainly to do with the issues that female sort of athletes had with when they went on very, very low calorie diets. It would cause issues with their menstrual cycles and things and their periods, and that's how it became more apparent in the female community, well, with women, but it is something that affects everyone. Male, female, young, old, whatever it is, it's something that's going to affect anyone, any athlete, if it's a high professional athlete or just an amateur athlete. In fact, I think I read there's a fact that I think 43% of amateur athletes, I don't quite know what that quite means, but amateur athletes suffer from REDS, that relative energy deficiency in sport, and it causes a number of issues. But yeah, so it's a term that's been around for only about since 2014. What are the symptoms? There's a whole list of symptoms, but I'm going to run through them pretty quickly now. So, in no particular order, it can affect your bone health, your bone density. It can impair your immunity, so you can get sick more often. It can mean you have more injuries, more repetitive injuries, because you can't recover from the training. It can also can down-regulate your metabolic rate as well, so therefore it actually slows whole metabolism down, which actually in turn can then put your body into preservation mode, which can then make you store more body fat, because your body does not want to be in a deficit really. So it can play around with that sort of the body fat issues and body compositions, which can then make it even double harder, because people think you need to eat less, but that's another kind of subject. Obviously it can affect your mood. It can decrease your performance in with training. So if you see your numbers dropping down, your times, etc., that can be a big indicator. Sleep, also cognitive function, it can affect the way you think, which is again is really, really important. So when you're out training, when you're out running, especially those longer ultra marathons, you want your brain to be ticking over clearly, so you're going the right way and you're making the right decisions, whatever it is, cycling, swimming, running, training, etc. So again, being in that REDS, R-E-D-S, can affect your brain cognition, also your mood, the serotonin, the dopamine, all these things that are they come from a good diet, when from the carbohydrates and the calories, all these things, because your body needs that fuel for for the training, but importantly it needs the fuel to run efficiently and in harmony. As I said before, it needs your body, it's such a complex system that if there's not enough calories in their body, and some people are even saying not enough carbohydrate, but that's a different thing, your body will go into a pretty bad state, to put it simply. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on the move here because there was ants all over my feet in that last little spot. So the reason why it became on my radar is because I think in the last few months in the last 6 months, I've just made a conscious effort to really fuel my runs, and that's not only made a big impact on my performance and my training and my runs and my races, but also a big impact on the recovery. I've just noticed that I haven't been having that horrible flu-like sort of crappy flu-y feeling after training, and a better mood as well, much happier mood, and also I think even the body composition, because as I said before, I think when you try and restrict the calories too much, it down-regulates all the things. Your hormones, testosterone as well can drop, and I think even your metabolic rate and your body will start to store on and preserve body fat. So I think just by increasing calories, you can actually get leaner in the outcome. Your body composition can actually improve because you're burning more fat effectively as opposed to muscle or other substrates in your body. But I just think that's true. But anyway, so I think, you know, I just sort of delved into it a little bit more, and this is when this whole REDS came up and stuff, and I started looking into that more. And there's a lady called Renee McGregor, who's written some really great books in regards to this. She's English, and she's worked with people like Damien Hall and millions of other ultra runners. She's written some great books about REDS and the importance of calories in the diet, and also carbohydrates, which is could be a bit of a poo-poo subject, because I know that some people don't necessarily think you have to have the carbs, but I do. But all I can say is I know from personal experience that increasing my calories, increasing my carbohydrates, especially around the training, has definitely helped with everything from better recovery, better performance, better body composition, and better mood, better sleep, because everything just puts things into more of a homeostasis and just much better. That's it in a nutshell. I hope I did it justice. There's a lot more detail to go into REDS than just what I said there, because it's a lot more psychological, mental side of diet, but that's a deeper level. But I just think it's really important that people get a better awareness or a good understanding of how important it is that for us to make sure we are fueling our bodies for health as well as the training that we do, and make sure there is enough available calories and carbohydrates for our hormonal health, for our mental health, for our everything else that needs to be taken along nicely, because sometimes people get too sort of glued into what's important for training and recovery, and we miss the bigger picture. And that's important for longevity, for health, and that's what's going to enable us to keep training, keep moving, keep happy, keep healthy. So there we go. Right, that's it for me. I got to shoot. So I hope you like that. Hope that helps. Please ping down to the comments below if you've had any any issues in the past with this sort of thing. And yeah, if you've read about it before, let me know. But I hope that helps. And yeah, please click the like and subscribe button if you haven't, then please do. And I will see you soon. Right, finally, the wood chopper has actually stopped cutting the wood, or whatever he's doing, banging. Right, speaking of food, here is my dinner. Some potatoes, some salads, some sort of tomato-y thing that I made here, and some porky chops. Right, that's it. Gotta tidy up in here well.